I'm not saying I'm dumb just to say I'm dumb. It's because I wasn't getting the grades that depict what a smart student was. So if anything, I wasn't good at following the rules, right?
Baddie.
And I felt bad for all the other
Kids who got good grades?
Yeah, because I was always in the lower class, right? So I was with a bunch of Hispanic and black kids, and they always looked at me first day of class. They're like, "We're gonna copy off of you." They literally sit around me and they're like, "I'm gonna copy off of you."
Fuck, you're not.
And I was like,
You're like, big mistake, motherfucker.
pretty much. That's what I told them. I was like, "Yo, I'm so sorry, but like, y'all are gonna fail." They're like, no, you're Asian. There's no way you're stupid.
So they started feeding you answers instead?
They did.
Yo, it's C, bro. It's C. Yo, help this guy. Help this guy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Levity Podcast where we have casually captivating conversations.
Woo! Hell yeah. That's perfect. Good job.
I'm Helen and we have
Phil.
HB.
T-Dog.
David.
Okay, and today we're
trying
doing
something
something a little bit different because it's just the host today. And we basically wanted our audience to kind of get to know us better, I guess. And then, we haven't really had an episode where we talk a little bit more about ourselves.
Yeah, who are we?
Yeah. We don't even know.
Yeah, because we always have hella guests on and stuff like that, but it's not very often where we get a chance to get super vulnerable and be able to share who we are with you guys more. So
what's the what do you guys plan to get out of this podcast? What's our goal here? Just get to know each other more, right?
Not really us to get to know each other. It's more of
Well, I think it'll be fun if
well.
we learn at least one fact from each other that we didn't know about.
yeah.
No?
There's that.
Transition, bro.
Yeah.
That was smooth transition.
David's smooth, man.
So I mean, at the end of the podcast, let's just kind of go over and talk about what we learned and if we learned something new about each other.
Yeah. Do you have anything in mind that you want to do?
Well, there's this little game I used to dilly-dally with when I was a child. It's called Two Lies and a Truth.
Okay.
You dilly-dally with that?
Two truths and one lie or two lies and one truth?
I don't know. I thought it was two truths and one lie, but...
actually, it might be two truths and one lie.
Well, I only prepared for one of them, so today's going to be two lies and a truth.
Get back.
He's just trying to lie today. That's all it is.
Okay, then would you like to start?
Hell yeah. Okay.
Now I'm curious.
All right. You guys got to figure this shit out, all right? You heard? First one. I went skydiving and my instructor's parachute didn't go off until we were about 1,500 feet off the ground.
Can you speak up, please? What'd you say?
I went skydiving.
Tonight will be the night.
I went skydiving once, and the instructor that was strapped onto me, his parachute didn't go off until 1,500 feet in the air.
How long did that take?
How long did it take from me going from the air to the ground?
Yeah, to 1,500 feet.
1,500 feet, about 40 seconds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the average is about 3,000 to 5,000 feet.
Yeah.
So if you're under 3,000, it's pretty fucking terrifying.
I can't tell if he's lying or not.
Second one, when I was born, the doctors announced to my whole family that I was a girl. So my family came from overseas and ended up crying from disappointment. I had to wear girls' clothes until preschool. That was also a very terrible time in my life.
You're making so much eye contact. I'm getting nervous.
Dude, I can't tell if it's three lies and one truth.
And the last one is when I was in high school, I went to Colorado with my best friend, and we accidentally rear-ended a police car with the officer in the car. And then we had to go 09:30 and come into a neighborhood and hide from the cops. And I haven't been back to Colorado since.
I think it's number 3 that's true.
So we're finding the truth in that,
They
right?
were finding the truth in that.
So to shorten it up, first one, skydiving almost died because our parachute didn't go off until 1,500 feet. Second, the hospital announced that I was a girl. My family cried from disappointment and I had to wear girls' clothes till preschool. Third one, I accidentally rear-ended a police officer while he was in the car with my best friend, and we went 0:30 dark into a neighborhood and never went back to Colorado after.
Yeah, plot twist. It's all 3 lies.
All three's true.
Because what you call it, that's a fucking felony. I'm not going fucking back there. My friend got life in prison there for some shit.
You really thought about.
Dude, he really was like, yo.
Into detail. He was like, I gotta sure
Let me make sure these guys will never find out which one's true.
All right. So go ahead.
I call it number 3. I think number 3 is the truth.
I say number 1 with the parachuting.
Number 1 was the truth?
Yeah. We're finding out the truth in it, right?
Yeah. I feel like number 2.
Damn. Did you just do number 2 just to be different?
No, I could see him potentially getting mistaken for a girl at birth.
Number 2 is correct.
I knew it.
Number 2 is correct. I'm a great liar. That's all I got from this.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I mean, shit, like you couldn't tell, right? Yeah, my parents, my grandparents, my cousin, everyone was crying because I was a girl. Because my parents have been trying for a girl, like from the beginning.
And they're like, "Fuck."
Yeah, and they're like, son. And then there was like our sonogram, like my mom's sonogram came out, and I was like covering my dick apparently, right? So the doctor was like, it's a girl.
He's like,
yeah, no, basically. And then he was like, yo, it's a girl. My mom called everyone came from like Korea. I wore like green and pink underwear that says Hello Kitty on it. I swear to God, on my fucking grandma's grave.
You have pictures of this?
Huh? I probably still have the underwear. No, I remember like wearing just straight up like girls' clothes until at least like I was like what, like 5, 6.
you remember all that?
Huh?
Yeah, that's trauma right
But
there.
you were camera shy since like before you even came out the womb, dog.
Oh, back then I didn't even know it was girls' clothes. So I'm sure I have pictures of it.
Yeah.
But like
No, but like on the sonogram, you were like, oh,
yeah. I want to be different.
But now you're a TikTok star, so look at how the
Yeah,
tables have turned.
I was pimping in the womb. I was literally like,
Oh.
they called me a swag baby.
Swag baby?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like
Interesting.
Korean for
It's just
for
like,
girl?
like if you got hella swag inside the womb and you're just like holding your crotch.
Oh, okay.
So much swag.
Yeah, definitely not what I was expecting to go with it.
But number 2 was the truth.
I can't believe you guessed that.
Yeah, I knew
Pretty
it.
good.
I was hoping all of you guys would say like 1 or 3, because that'd be more fun. But
See, you almost threw me off with the first one because like you told it and you like looking me dead on.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, only a liar would do such a thing, dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he started looking away during the second one, so I was like, oh, it's got to be that one.
I love you.
Oh damn, making me nervous and shit.
2 truths, 1 lie. 2 truths, 2 lies, 1 truth.
Mm-hmm.
2 lies,
Or
1
the other
truth.
way around. I'll guess it either way.
2. Anyone else? Anyone else? Having
Think about it.
trying to think about something like good.
What? So we're doing 2 lies and 1 truth, right?
Yeah, honestly, like the world is your oyster. As long as one of them is different from the 2 others, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, I threw up riding a roller coaster,
Yeah.
and I had to swallow my throat as I was going down the roller coaster.
That's disgusting.
Another one is I got in a fight in 9th grade, and then I didn't know how to fight, so I just started hitting him with my tie.
Your tie?
Yeah, my necktie. So like whipping him,
Okay.
because I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the lie.
Gave yourself away.
I thought it was the truth because he started giggling. Oh, now you threw me off.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to play this anymore
what's my
now.
third one?
He can't even think of the third one.
What's the lie?
Are you doing 2 lies or 2 truths?
I'm doing 2 lies.
2 lies.
So the first 2 were
Yeah.
2 lies.
Yeah. So now he's like,
he
fuck, what did I do?
Yeah, he can't think of the truth because he doesn't know what the truth is.
And
You can't handle the truth.
I have a sister.
I think. Okay, so I know one of the lies.
One does not seem like the others.
One of these
Was
did
it
not
the
belong.
one with throwing up on a roller
That's
coaster? That was the
disgusting. I
truth?
think that's disgusting. I think it's gonna be number 2.
You think I would fight someone with this?
I think just like
I think it's
imagining.
number 3.
What is the lie, or is the truth?
The truth.
The truth. See,
See,
like,
he doesn't even know. That's why he's guessing.
Yeah. I think it's number 2 because I really hope it is number 2.
What, he fought someone with the tie?
I think that'd be so funny. Like I'm just imagining an HB like at the end of an orchestra concert or something, and he just takes off his tie and just.
He swings it around like nunchucks.
That's so funny. I would.
Nah, I think it's number 1.
I would
number
pay
one.
for number
Throwing
2.
up.
It's actually number 2.
Oh,
That
is
is so fucking funny.
So,
Yeah.
If you guys aren't fucking shitting your pants right now, because I almost am. Imagine this motherfucker hitting a guy with a tie.
he's making great eye contact right now.
Wait,
That's
so
what
like,
he's doing.
explain the story.
All
Like,
right,
how do you?
so in Korea, and I was in international school in Korea in 9th grade.
Okay.
Now, these fuckers like kept bullying me and shit, motherfuckers, right? In Korea, you have to wear a uniform, right?
Mhm.
So I had the zip up tie.
The zip up tie?
Yeah. So
or like the magnetic tie.
no, like you literally like if you just pull up the tie, it just zips up by itself. So it's like metal. Yeah. So I don't know why. Like that kid grabbed my hand. He chose like he has some long ass nails. He started like I think I got a scar right here. Yeah. He started like fucking pressing his nails in my fucking shit. So
Why?
I got my tie and I started swiping his ass.
And it was metal, right?
Yeah, I was like, yo, fuck you.
Like with it on your neck, or like you took it off and you were like trying to choke him with it?
No, it's not that hard. You literally can do this and take it off and just like smack him with that shit. That shit hurts.
It's like how the
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders had razor blades in their hats. You fucking talking about my brother, yeah?
Yeah, and it's weird because that kid was like a son of like a super famous singer or something like that in Korea.
You should have slapped him too.
Might as well have been like, dude, teach your son properly, you fucker.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, that happened, dude. I still have the scar. It's right here.
Was that kid also like an international student?
No,
Or
dude.
was he just like some lame
that
Korean
kid's a
kid?
fucking yangachi, bro. That kid was literally upstairs every day smoking a cigarette while we were in class.
And what does
like,
yangachi mean?
Yagachi was
Huh?
like a hoodlum?
No, okay, yangachi in
Like a little
Korean to
jit?
English means like there's a hoodlum, yeah.
A hoodlum,
They
right?
freaking like stupid ass boy that just
Yeah,
like does
like-
whatever the fuck they want.
Or like you know how like wannabe hood people here, those are like yangachis. Like they come from a good family, but they want to just act all tough and bitchy and shitty and fucky.
So why did he attack you again? Just out of nowhere? He
No,
just
I-
picked on you that day, or like he goes
I
around and
mean,
picks on people?
I think he's just young. I was young, and he didn't really know how to express or just act like a normal kid. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why he did that. It was just kind of weird. And
Was it
he did
just
that.
him?
Huh?
It was just him.
Him and his cousin. His cousin was from a famous like his father or something like that too.
We'll find out. I'll put his picture right here.
I have no fucking idea
We
what
won't.
this picture gonna be, but okay, bet.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, I thought of that on the spot, dude. Yeah, what's
So
up?
who
pretty good.
broke it up? Like the teacher came and broke it up, or like you just guys kept just going at
Okay,
it?
so you know, like it felt like so I hit him, right?
Yeah.
You just like kind of there was like you and me distance right now.
Okay.
We're just staring at each other. It's like I'm holding it like this.
Uh huh.
You just walked away.
You? Or
Both
him?
of us.
Oh.
Yeah, this was right after lunch. I was like, you fucking asshole.
You hit him. He's like holding his face, like okay, and then he just goes away.
Well, fucking my hand was bleeding, bro. Fucking.
Did the teachers catch you guys?
Huh?
Did you guys get in trouble by teachers?
No, teachers didn't do shit. Like, I'm pretty sure his family was paying like so much to that school,
Mm-hmm.
and that the teachers really can't do much.
So he ended up getting punished instead.
They probably do that. Like, oh, like don't do that next time.
Like worst case scenario, you could have just beat the shit out of that kid. Got kicked out of Korea. I mean, you live here anyways.
That's true, but I didn't know how to fight.
Well, it's okay. Like, yo, do not
And his
ever
cousin,
be afraid
his
to kick their
cousin
balls.
that was there too is like practice boxing every day. So like I was
Yo,
like,
in a real fight, it doesn't matter if you kick their balls, bro. Like it's fair game for everyone.
that's what's up.
No, but he fights like a gentleman though. So
No
he takes the
balls.
white glove and
Isn't that how you how they like ask for like a battle back then?
no, that's how you challenge someone to a duel.
challenge
Yeah.
someone to a duel.
Yeah.
It's troll.
And so, I guess he like him walking away means he didn't want to take the duel. So technically, you won.
Wow.
Wow.
Whip it.
Wait, did you ever get punished in Korea? Because like I heard like you gotta like hold like a bucket of water over your head.
No, because this was in international school, they
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Oh.
Well, they
But-
haven't done that since like.
But
the
I
90s.
have
No,
lived in.
I mean I didn't
Since
know.
that was ruled out as abuse, like
I was in the Korean classroom for 2 weeks before, and that was interesting because
Best 2 weeks of your life.
no, I couldn't read or write or do anything. So I was like the Korean kid that couldn't speak right.
So you were in K-Sol? 한국 사람이에요.
Okay, no, so the shit was tough. Like, I think the punishment was kind of like, hey, shut your ass. So what will happen was, so I can't speak, read or write or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so like I remember it was like this kind of like chubby kid, right?
Okay.
In Korea, like I don't know why, but they give you like they make you drink a lot of milk.
I hate
That-
milk.
that's the
because
thing.
Asians are short and they're trying to get everybody tall.
Yeah. So like they actually make you drink like whole milk, and so I drank my whole milk, and the fat kid turned around. He's like, "You can speak Korean?" And I was like, "Ani," and he got in trouble because the teacher saw him talking to me,
Mommy?
and he was like, "You come here," and he got like whooped with a ruler.
Oh.
And I was like, I ain't talking ever in this fucking school. Oh, fuck that. But I heard kids get like hurt, like hit pretty badly from teachers and stuff there.
Oh.
It was pretty tough.
So you couldn't speak it, but you understood. Like you can understand what
I couldn't
everyone's saying, right?
understand, but that's
Wow.
about it. Like,
That's so tough.
it really was
trying to
K-Sol.
communicate and like you can't really get your words out.
Yeah. Yeah. I did a lot of stupid stuff. Like, you know how all the parents tell you not to go into like the white pickup trucks?
You
Or
went
the,
to
the
white
white
vans.
minivans,
The white-
you know, as a kid.
Oh, I've been in a lot of white
Chocolate
pickup trucks.
White minivans as a kid.
Yeah.
So in Korea, everyone should know from Squid Games, the Dalgona candy shit.
Yeah.
So like in Korea, there's like Dalgona stands
Okay.
where they make the candy and they shape it up for you, right? One of the guys looked at me and was like, "Hey, little boy, like follow me. I'll give you." I fucking love that candy though. Dalgona tastes so
So
good.
targuna is like melted sugar. It's caramelized sugar.
Watch Squid Games. You'll know
That's the
what
one with
it
like
is.
the different like umbrella and like
Yeah,
triangle
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So you melt sugar and
like
it's like
caramel,
right at
basically.
a temperature where it just becomes a caramel.
Yep. And so the guy was like, "Hey, little boy, you want some Dalgona candy?" And I was like, I remember my mom clearly telling me, like, say no to them and run away or some shit like that, right? Instead, I was like, yes, of course. And I started walking towards the stand. I think my cousin saw me and she was like, you fucking idiot.
It was the principal trying to test you.
Let me help this K-Sol student real quick.
You know what's the craziest thing though is, like Korea, like for those kind of people that try to lure you in, they're not more afraid of like the weird pedos in Korea. It's like the cults in Korea that are
the
like
religious cults
Yeah,
and
the
stuff?
religious
The
cults are like
yeah.
the way
Shit
bigger
goes
problem
crazy.
in Korea.
Yeah.
Like they'll do some crazy shit. Like the cult culture over there, nuts.
There's a lot of different cults too.
Really good food at the meetups, but like it's pretty scary.
Oh, they cater Chick-fil-A or some shit.
Yeah. It's super good food, but yeah, not good practices.
Interesting.
Huh.
I didn't even know you went to school in Korea though. So.
Yeah, it's called Yale. Not Ivy League Yale. It's YEIL.
YEIL.
Yale.
Eel.
Why
I never understood
IL?
a lot of the stuff that was going on, but yes, Yale.
Two truths, one lie.
Okay, Helen, how about you? 2 lies and a truth.
Okay.
This one's gonna be easy.
My first one. Actually, when I was a baby, my
Truth.
my head was actually so big. You know how when babies are born, it comes out like natural birth or something. But my head was actually so big that my
You
mom
hurt
had to
your
get
mom?
a surgery. No, I wasn't born naturally. It
A
was like she had
C-section?
to get a C-section because my head was so big.
C-section.
C-section. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what it's called.
C-section.
That.
So you
And
came
then-
out like an airhead.
Yeah, I came out of the package like irregularly because my head size was too big as a baby.
Damaged goods.
And then, anyways,
I think his laugh is more funny than the joke. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
A second point. Oh, okay. When I was in high school, there was this guy I had a crush on, a white boy. His name was Grayson, right? And I was like down bad for him, and like we were talking for a while and stuff. And when we finally started like not really linking up or whatever, he admitted to me that he had a foot fetish. Like he had a major foot fetish, and so.
Yummers.
But I had a big crush on him, so I actually let him like fondle my feet and shit, and he would pay me like a couple $100.
Wait,
like, every time
what?
I did it.
Fondle your feet?
Yeah, because he had a huge foot fetish. Like, he would ask me to send him pictures and stuff of my feet, and he would pay me for it. So I did it for a few months until I graduated high school.
So Helen did OnlyFans before OnlyFans was a thing.
Only toes. Anyways, my third point. I beat up a girl once in my life. Only once. But it's because she was throwing rocks. This bitch, Lindsay. She was throwing rocks at my friend. Like, you know how neighborhoods, they have the neighborhood signs and you can like sit on them and stuff? My other best friend at the time was sitting on the thing. Like, it was our neighborhood, like all of us. And then it ended up where my friend called me and she was like, bro, Lindsay's like throwing rocks and shit at me. So I fucking ran over and I beat this girl up and I ran home. That was the only time in my life I've ever fought somebody.
Dang, Helen is really good
Anyways,
at lying on the spot.
Let me
This
know
freaking
which
true.
one's the truth.
Okay.
Wait, can you put your foot down real quick? Like, I don't want your crotch in the camera.
Oh, no. I'm
Okay,
wearing
I'm
shorts.
gonna.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to give out more OnlyFans free content.
My bad.
All right, let's think about this. So here's my thought process. I'm gonna put number 2 out, because she mentioned that she was down bad for this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she was that down bad, she wouldn't have accepted money for the toe pics. She would just sent it to him because she's so down bad. So number 2 is out.
So your life sucked.
Number 2 is out. Number 1's a little hard to like decipher because
Mine's number 3.
Your head isn't that big, but I mean it could have been that size when you were born. So
She came out like a bobblehead, baby.
yeah. I'm
Way smaller, but my head's
gonna just put number 1 as the truth, because 2 and 3 had like people specific names, and she only put specific names for those 2 stories.
Honestly, you're probably right, but I'm
Okay.
still gonna go with number 3.
I'm gonna go number 1 as the truth.
I think number 3.
It was
Drum
number
roll.
3.
Oh,
Fuck you,
My head
Lindsay.
was this big when I was born.
shit, I don't know.
With your big ass
Honestly,
head.
my mom did have to get a C-section, but that was because my brother's head was too big to mine.
My mom got C-sections for all me and my brothers. She's never had a natural birth.
Really? Your head was
Because once you
big?
have a C-section, you can only birth through C-section.
Oh,
You-
really?
You can't do a natural birth.
Wait,
No,
why?
Because my brother was born first, and my mom had to get a C-section for
Oh,
my brother,
really?
and then I was born after. And I was
Oh,
natural.
yeah,
Yeah, she didn't get the iOS update.
I don't know. That's what I heard. So that my mom just got C-sections for all 3 of us.
Is it because
I
y'all's
didn't know
calves
that.
are so big?
I don't know. I think it's just because our futures were so big and bright. That,
Yeah, the doctor couldn't
Yeah.
squeeze it through.
like,
that
oh my God, so
crevice.
many achievements. All right,
Good
Phil.
job, Phil.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah, so, like, with the third one.
So Lindsay,
Yeah.
yo,
Lindsay.
you beat up a girl?
Okay, I didn't beat her up bad, but
What's up with y'all and fighting? What
I
the fuck?
we were
Yeah, I was just born as a girl. Like, what the fuck?
Is this K rage that we always hear about?
Dude, would you not do the same if your best friend calls you and they're like, this bit, whoever is like chucking rocks at me and like harassing me
You
and
have
like
to
trying to
let
beat me
someone
up?
have to tell you that
Would you
they're doing
not
that.
run over there
Well, it depends how old I am.
and beat high school?
High school?
High school.
And
That's like
a high
peak-
school girl is
that's like
chucking rocks
peak,
at someone?
Peak 사춘기, you know?
Peak puberty.
Peak puberty.
Oh, okay.
Puberty. Sachungi is puberty.
Sorry.
That's what girls do during puberty. Y'all just be throwing rocks.
Throwing
That's like a.
So
And bullying.
when you're like fighting, did you like punch her or like?
I shoved her off of she was sitting on the thing. So I ran up and I shoved her off of the thing.
And then you ran away.
Yeah, and then I ran away. So it wasn't really beating somebody up. It was more so getting physically altercated
Did she
with
did she
somebody.
try to like get back at you another day?
No, she stopped being. If anything, I think her sister got like suspended or something from school. This is actually a real story, true story. And so I didn't really see her again after that.
Wow, fucking Lindsay, dude.
Should have punched her instead.
Fucking Lindsay, no, my knuckles.
So you should. So what happened after you shoved her off the thing?
I ran away. me and my friend, we were
She's
like,
a
let's go.
runner.
And we're like, it's our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So we just ran home.
That's the nicest fight I've ever heard of. You
She's
didn't
a-
throw like a rock back or anything.
Hell no, I'm not about to throw.
If we're
rocks
talking
at
about
people.
getting shoved, like I was getting like tabletops and shit.
Shoved her off of the
I remember that guy
neighborhood
was a
sign and
fucking
she
table
fell.
too.
What happened?
You don't know getting tabletop when someone goes underneath behind your leg and another person shoves you.
Yeah, but like what like give the explanation to the story.
No, I was just like, hey guys, right? I see my friends. And all I hear is
this at
June
school?
looking at Sam and goes, do it. And Sam goes behind me. I didn't know he was going behind me. And June's like, hey, so like, and then he shoves me.
Yeah, no.
That happened.
Wait, when was this? Was this during like class or
High
like,
school.
Like during like class, right?
No, just during like, it's either after school ends or in the morning. It's one or the other.
We never saw each other in the mornings.
Tabletop. I know a whole.
Never ever pushed me.
That's for sure. It for sure happened. I remember for sure. You weren't the one that pushed me.
You have these crazy memories.
Wait, Sam, get on the mic.
There's no way.
Damn it.
Sam doesn't.
Bad mouth
Sam
me on your
does. Sam.
podcast 'cause
Sam's.
I didn't do.
Okay, then he threw cards at my face.
No, I slapped you in the face.
Sam said, no, I slapped you in the face.
You see?
So basically,
Okay.
what Sam is saying is like, some of his stories completely lie, and he's never done any of these things.
Except slap him in the face.
Yeah.
Well, from my
You're
memory,
still lying? Your turn is over.
From my oh my bad. So that was my two truths and one lie. All right, go Phil.
I'm on a podcast.
Okay, so I've swam with sharks before, like snorkeling with sharks. I've skydove in Dubai over like the palms, like the little palm tree
Okay.
island thing. Okay.
Oh, the one in the island.
Yeah, the thing.
resort thing?
Yeah,
Oh.
the
You're
thing. The palm
very
island.
adventurous,
Yeah,
huh?
And then I went game hunting over in Africa when I went to Tanzania.
What's game hunting?
Hunting. Like
hunting
animals.
Animals.
Like you were hunting like rhinos and like cheetahs and stuff.
You know how that dentist killed that elephant? Or that
Oh.
lion?
Number one is true.
I think number one is true too.
Yeah, number one sounds true because I know you traveled a lot in college, but I don't know if you ever went to Dubai.
I feel like if you skydove over that thing in Dubai, you would have shown me at some point. You would have been like, look, I've been to Dubai. And I've been like, oh.
Yeah, and I've seen plenty of pictures of you at the beach, so.
And then I can't really imagine you hunting like a bunny. I feel like you'd be like, oh, it's a bunny.
Well, he wasn't hunting bunnies, but he's hunting rhinos.
Why'd you say bunnies of all
Is-
animals?
Oh, I was trying to think of like an innocent, cute animal. And I could never imagine you. Oh, rhinos? Yeah, I can't imagine that either.
No, yeah.
Diving
I
with
feel like
sharks?
I definitely would have seen a picture of you hunting in Africa if you did like kill something
Like
big.
holding one of those fishes.
Yeah.
The fish pictures.
All right, so
The cliche picture.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah. But yeah, it's number. You guys got it right.
Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a feeling.
If I can't lie to y'all,
Yeah.
man.
There's no way this guy would go hunting or friggin'. I never seen you in Dubai in my life.
I think if Phil had the facilities, he would definitely do number
He'll
2 and
do
3.
it.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in our times of lives, we have a podcast. He's not killing no rhinos. We don't
Get
have time for that.
Busy editing. Yeah. There's no
Yeah.
time for going game hunting.
He's editing himself on Photoshop of him holding a rhino. He's like, fuck, I wish this was me.
Holding the rhino upside down like a fish.
No, you know that TikTok you posted of you on the eagle?
Oh, yeah.
like Phil would
Yo,
edit
check
one
out
of
our
him flying
TikTok.
over.
Our marketing intern just posted it. She's amazing.
Amazing.
She'll be right here.
But damn, you guys are good at guessing this shit. Am I just that bad of a liar?
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, which isn't a bad thing, but
That's good.
yeah.
You're a truther.
Shit, I was thinking so hard this whole time. I thought it was gonna be so exciting, but
So what about the shark thing? So where were you?
it was in the Bahamas. Yeah.
Is it like where you go in the cave or the cage thing and then
No. It was
Or you
it
actually
was like
went
free, like in the middle of the ocean.
Oh.
So the thing is, like in the Bahamas, there's like a series of like islands or whatnot, and there's this one tour where you go on like a speedboat, 2 hours off the coast of Nassau, which is
Space program. Oh, shit, that's NASA. Go ahead.
but which is like one of their major cities over there, right? So it's over at this island called like Pink Sand Island, I think, where like there's like a bunch of like red algae or whatever in the sand, and like the sand is like legit pink.
Oh.
Yeah. And so the guy there was like a little like pier there that you can like go into the sand or whatever, whatnot. And then like there's like a lot of sharks that just swim around there.
So is it like one of those where you're in an underwater cage?
No. So like you walk like from the island, right? Like straight into the water, and like from there you can see the like the sharks and whatever, whatnot, like swimming around.
And then you swam with them?
Yeah.
I heard
That's
sharks
crazy.
are very gentle though. Are they? Or did they attack you?
No, they didn't attack me.
Does he look like he got attacked?
He might have.
Well,
Dude, he's got
like,
so
in
many
those
scars on
places,
his
it's like the
leg.
sharks are like more like smaller sharks, not like great whites, right?
It was like they were like tiger sharks.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
So they're like fairly big sharks, but like one of the dudes actually like pulled one of the sharks ashore, just like as like one of the stunts or whatever. So then the shark was like flailing around and shit, and he just like nudged it back, and then it just like swam away.
Yeah, I'd be so pissed if I was that shark, just hanging out, and this
feel like you
motherfucker once a
disturbed me
day
for what?
just fucking pulls me out.
Got your tail.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah, and then like they had another thing too, where like they would give you like pieces of like raw fish, and you would stick your hand, like your palm, on the sand with the fish on top of your hand, and you would be able to like feed stingray. So like the stingray would like come over and like just hover over your hand and just like pick up the piece of fish.
Stingray?
That's
Yeah.
scary.
Kind of scary.
Didn't that
Yeah.
guy die from the stingray?
Yeah,
With
the
Crocodile hunter.
Crocodile
Yeah.
Dundee.
Yeah.
Right, no, it wasn't Crocodile Dundee. Was it
Could've been the
Crocodile
next
Dundee?
Crocodile hunter. Yeah.
Crocodile
I
hunter.
forgot what his name was though, but
His son is still running that. He's like big on TikTok. It's
Is his name Steve? Was it Steve?
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin. Yeah.
Steve.
Got stung
Steve.
by a stingray, right?
yeah, he died from a stingray.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't feed the stingray, because I was like, yo, fuck these motherfuckers. They took away my
But
my
you would
hero.
swim with sharks.
Yeah.
Wait,
Love
if
that.
Steve Irwin is known as a crocodile hunter, who is the Crocodile Dundee?
His son? What's
No.
a Dundee?
Crocodile Dundee. Oh, Crocodile Dundee is a movie
What the fuck?
Oh my
man?
God.
from 1986.
God
my
damn
God.
it.
I thought you were just making shit up.
No, Crocodile Dundee. I thought it was a person too, but
Yeah.
I guess it is technically a person. They made 3 Crocodile Dundees.
I learned something new today, that's for sure.
Yeah. Who's Paul
Dundee.
Hogan?
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. But yeah,
Little bit.
in an effort for us to get to know each other a little bit more, what's it called? Let's go ahead and try to describe ourselves without using things such as like our name, our ethnicity, where we're from, our nationality.
Like no using identifiers.
Yeah. So it's like you can't really tie yourself to something.
Occupation.
Yeah.
Occupation.
Your
age.
name, nationality,
That doesn't really make
ethnicity.
Because I feel like in our day-to-day lives, like every time we introduce ourselves to someone, we're like, "Hey, like my name is Taemin, for example. Like I do TikTok, or I used to be a chef.
I'm Korean.
Yeah, and I'm Korean. So like that, I feel like that is our general way to describe ourselves. But like let's dig a little bit deeper and you know.
Be a little bit more vulnerable with
Yeah.
ourselves. with
Okay,
each other.
well, let's get fancy. I will say that I am a combination of particles and atoms that comes from the largest continent on Earth, from the southeast region, that generates income.
You said
for-
vulnerability.
that
Talking about
generates
particles
Science.
and atoms.
generates income by directing a group of lovely employees to their next step of fashion for our company.
That's what your values are?
I thought we were just playing a game. I thought we were like saying, trying
No,
to
so
like.
the type of question he's asking is like, who are you as a
Who are
person?
you?
Like, describe
Yeah.
yourself
Well,
as a person.
I prepared for the
Internally.
wrong thing then, because I thought we were supposed. I
Like
thought
what-
I was
what
trying to
makes-
describe myself without using our name and age and.
What makes Taemin Taemin? you
Yeah.
know?
Like who are you besides like this Korean TikTok guy that used to cook and like you know?
Who's the host of Levity Podcast?
Who am I? Who am I?
That's a hard question too, though. You know?
I-
No, this is a super hard question. I think like last time someone asked me this question, I was like, "What the fuck? Who am I?"
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
even
The
when
fuck are
they
you?
even when they ask
Yeah.
that
Asking
in
me
like
these questions.
interviews, don't you like freeze up? Like the
No,
interview.
that was the question I got, and I started freezing up. And I was like,
Who
"Oh
am
shit, what do
I?
I say?"
about yourself, and you're like, damn.
I don't know shit about
Yeah.
myself.
Who am I?
I am.
Who is Young Ben?
Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. If I have to,
I love
if it's not
USA.
an interview, I'm like, what about you guys? If you guys already know your answer, Helen, Phil.
Who are you?
Okay, fine. I'll go first. God damn. I think I am a person who likes to predict things, right? I look for patterns. I look for things that are very obvious. And I try to find any consequence between any action that's involved. And that's one of the things and one of the ideas that I try to follow in my life. See, I knew that was going to happen.
Consequences.
Yeah. And I try to have a really good moral compass to not fuck people over because I have a tendency to understand how people think. And I feel like I can, if I wanted to, I can choose to do stupid things that can hurt people. But I think I've been hurt so many times by people doing that to me that I choose that it's better not to.
So is this kind of episode? I thought we were just playing fun games to know each other.
No.
Okay, well, shit.
It was like, fuck, what do I do?
Because even as hosts, you know, like we all know each other and everything for years.
But we don't
like,
really
do you-
know
yeah.
each other.
Like, how many opportunities do you get to like genuinely
Be honest.
understand like the soul of another person? I don't
God
care how cheesy
damn.
that sounds, but
This is way
like,
deeper than I
genuinely,
thought.
you know.
What you call it? I know my answer. As many people are afraid of the unknown, I am a man who embraces the unknown. I love how I don't know what's gonna happen the next day. It's like a surprise.
Particles.
So, yeah. No, I feel I feel like one of the most common answers that people have said when they're like, "What are you afraid of?" It's like death, dying alone. Well, anything with death, but also like the unknown. I've heard a lot of people say the unknown. But shit, like that's what I love about my life. Like there's always something new happening, and I love when shit just like blows up in my face.
And that's who you feel like you embody that.
Yeah.
And do you almost like anticipate that? Like you're looking
like
forward to that?
Like that's the whole point. I don't want to anticipate anything. I just like I love like last minute trips. I love.
So you're like going with the flow.
Yeah, just like, you know, like if
Letting
I'm a
it
half glass full kind of guy, right? So like we're having a great road trip, tire blows out. People are like, "Fuck, man, whatever." Blah, blah. But like, hey, we're changing a tire together. The sunset looks so pretty. Just make.
I feel like you're just a full glass full type of guy.
I just think like
Full glass
making
stays
things
full always.
better than it should be. I don't know.
Enjoying life for the moment of what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
also
just being-
anticipating for something new.
Is there anything you are afraid of then?
He was afraid of skydiving.
What was it? What are those insects with a lot of legs? Oh, centipedes.
Centipedes.
The dark.
Cockroaches.
You're scared of the dark?
Yeah, sometimes. Well, not really.
Sometimes.
When I'm asleep, it's okay, cause like
It's dark.
it's always I can't do anything about it. It's just dark.
He has
Well,
like ring lights in his room to keep
yeah.
it like well lit all times.
But I
That
do have
red light.
a dim light on every night.
Like a nightlight?
But I'm afraid of like things that I love dying.
Like centipedes?
Like my dog.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a teacup Yorkie.
Oh.
I know y'all gonna say some shit about it, but I fucking love that dog. So try something.
Do you have a little picture of it?
Yeah,
Ding.
there you
It's
go.
actually so cute. What's
Yeah.
his name? Hongchun?
Hongcho.
Hongcho.
Hongcho has been on more flights than I have ever had in my life.
What does the
Fun
name
fact.
mean?
Hongcho means red vinegar. So here's a little funny story. So when we first got Hongcho, me and my father was celebrating, and we usually tend to mix Hongcho and soju together.
That's a thing? Mm-hmm. Red vinegar?
Red vinegar, and it's not doesn't taste like it tastes slightly like vinegar, but it's sweeter. And it's like good for your body.
Is it that like plum vinegar or whatever?
Yeah,
whatnot?
basically.
Oh.
You mix it with the soju, and even though it's like they say it's healthier for you, but like who the fuck cares? You're drinking alcohol, you're destroying your liver anyways.
You just taste better.
Yeah. So my dad, well, she was still a puppy, a couple months old. My dad just kept asking my mom, "Hey, can you bring more hongcho?" So like the dog would follow my mom around all the time. So every time he said hongcho, my mom would bring hongcho to my dad. So she would be following my dad. So she just kind of picked it up and thought it was her name. And by the time we figured that out, it was too late. So we just called her Hongcho.
Oh, so it's not even you gave her the name. She just kind of chose her name
In
herself.
my mind, I wanted to like do something like awesome, like Rex, or like Zion,
Or cat.
yeah, or like a girl and guy name like Dylan. I think dogs with human names are the most amazing thing ever.
Benjamin, come here.
Or Peeve. I wanted her to be my pet peeve.
Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Peeve.
That's clever.
I
Thanks,
see.
Taven.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't usually get this vulnerable, but
Taman has a hard time.
I just did.
It's okay, buddy.
That's how my dog was named.
Well, what about you guys? What makes you guys you?
Yeah.
Dang, I love how all of our responses are so different. But
Hi, I'm Helen. I like turtles. I like cats. Helen like kitty.
I think, if anything, I'm like a walking contradiction. I feel like
What?
Why is that?
I feel like a lot of what makes me me is like I see there's a lot of like polarities in who I am. I think like I feel like a lot of times
You like kitties
I
on one
could-
day, and you like turtles on
and I
another
like
day.
dogs on the other day. Like let's say like being an an extroverted introvert, you know?
Okay.
Like I love human connections, and like that's I think one of the most fulfilling things is making like, you know, something relationships, something more meaningful. But then like I'm the happiest when I am by myself, like I'm with my own thoughts and like I can focus on my hobbies, etc. Or like another one is maybe because of my like religious upbringings, I consider myself to be very spiritual, but I hate religion in general, and I think it's hypocritical, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
You
And
should try mine then.
Did you say you should try yours?
Yeah.
hell no,
You don't
Caymanism.
want targuma candy?
no, not at church.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The Church of Taman.
Like I feel like I'm like a lot of one thing, but then I could also be the other. I don't know, but other ways to describe myself, like I love art just because I like, you know, beautiful things, like aesthetic things. Like I love reading because I like hearing words that are very eloquent, more so. And then also maybe like I'm just a lover girl. I feel like my purpose on this earth was like to help people and to uphold certain like values and morals more than anything. I think that's why I respected you pretty early on, Hyunbin, because you know, like you be searching the world for people who kind of match your mentality and like what you value as a human.
What do you value?
Huh?
What do you value?
Just being a good person, you know? Like being a kind person and like pursuing yourself more than anything over like all the distractions in life and all that. That's why me and Hyunmin did get close, because you mentioned when you were describing yourself, like you've been hurt a lot before, and that made you want to not like be the opposite of that, you know? It's like the same thing with sometimes like people who struggle financially a lot when they're younger end up working the hardest because they don't want that for like themselves in their future or like their children's lives and all that. So I related to you a lot when we first met, especially.
He hit you with
Yeah,
that as soon as y'all met?
No, I mean, I feel like things were like we talked about a lot of deep stuff when we first became friends. No?
Yeah, we did. I think one of the things that like I talked about with you, I don't remember if we did, but just going back based on what you just said is one thing I hated is doing the mistakes that I feel like my parents did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a lot of the things that you hear growing up is you're going to be an embodiment of what your parents are. And I hated that.
You're like, I want to be an embodiment of what my parents aren't.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like
yeah.
I'm gonna do everything that they don't do, so I can do better. Not saying I hated the way they raised me, but I did disagree.
Yeah.
But I just hated the fact that people will say like, no, because you're born from them, you're gonna be you're like naturally gonna be like them. And I just didn't like it. Just never flowed with me.
Yeah.
And I was just like always disagreeing with that. I was like, no, I'm not gonna be who, like what other people determine or say that I'm going to be. I'm gonna do what I feel like is right.
Yeah.
So you're trying to break stereotypes.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things. I never liked the idea that like these stereotypes define who I am. And if you allow
Anything in
these-
particular? Anything in particular?
Asians are smart. Like I was stupid as fuck.
So you tried to be dumb.
No, I never tried to
I
be
will
dumb,
not
but
study.
it really sucked that like because I was dumb and I knew it. And like growing up at school, I was never good in school.
Okay.
And you see all these like.
But what makes you feel like you're dumb? Just because you're not like good in class doesn't
I mean,
you're dumb,
okay,
you know
so I'm not saying I'm dumb just to say I'm dumb. It's because I wasn't getting the grades that depict what a smart student was. So if anything, I wasn't good at following the rules, right?
Fatty.
And I felt bad for all the like other like
kids
black-
who got good grades?
yeah, because I was always in the like the lower class, right? So I was
Yeah.
with a bunch of like Hispanic and black kids, and they always looked at me first day of class. They're like, "We're gonna copy off of you." They literally sit around me and they're like, "I'm
You were
gonna
like,
copy
the
off of you."
fuck you're not.
And I was like,
You're like, big mistake, motherfucker.
pretty much. That's what I
Everybody
told
fails.
them. I was like, "Yo, this is I'm so sorry, but like y'all are gonna fail." They're like, "No, you're Asian. There's no way you're stupid."
You're the
So they started
token
feeding
Asian.
you answers instead.
They did.
Yo, it's C, bro. It's C. Yo, help this guy. Help this guy.
No,
That's what happened to me. No one ever thought I never lived to that. Like, no one ever thought, like, even when I was in middle school, no one ever thought, oh, I should cheat off Damon.
It's okay. I don't.
What do you mean it's okay? What's wrong?
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
but yeah, like following stereotypes is just. I just hated it. It's just like I don't think stereotypes should define who you are. I think stereotypes can lead a direction to what a person might be, and it's kind of funny looking at stereotypes. I think that's what makes like stereotypes. At the same time, making it like who you are and like, what you will be is kind of fucking annoying. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
we talked a lot. What about you, Phil?
Me personally,
Yeah.
On God.
I feel like I'm someone who loves people. I enjoy like being able to connect with different people from like different walks of life and like different backgrounds and being able to learn more about them. Because I feel like I was exposed to travel like as a young age, so it just really piqued my curiosity from there. I feel like I'm someone who's afraid of regrets above anything else. So that's why I lived my life the way I do, where like I always don't let myself get in my own way and try to do whatever it is that piques my interest. If anything, like I'm similar to you, where like I try to lean into the unknown and like try to, in a way, like seek discomfort, if that's like a good way to put it, and try to fail. But like not even like fail. I don't think that's a good word. But like just like be willing to try things. I don't know. I feel like I'm similar to you guys too in the aspect where I feel like our moral compass is very similar because I feel like we all like get along really well because like, we've come from like a background of like trauma and like hurt, and we try to not pass that on to like the other people around us because we're trying to break this cycle of like pain, I guess. So yeah.
There's this YouTube channel that I think like you'd be perfect for. You ever heard of Yes Theory?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
is
I
that?
could definitely see Phil as like a member of that.
What is
Like,
that?
like don't leave us, but like I'm saying, like if like you know you were like with them, I think you'd be a great fit. But I think you're a better fit here. But I'm just saying
Oh, thanks, man.
hypothetically. Yeah. You know Yes Theory, right?
No theory.
You don't. You
What's
guys have
Yes-
never
no,
seen
what's
Yes
Yes
Theory?
Theory?
Oh my God! It'll.
Oh my God.
It'll like. I don't know. Every time I watch a Yes Theory video, I'm smiling and crying, and every time.
Wait, but what's the concept of it?
So
Like,
the
what do they
concept of
do?
Yes Theory is like basically how they kind of blew up first. Or I think I haven't watched their videos recently, but they would go ask a random stranger and be like, "Hey." So they were like the beginners and starters of like, "Hey, are you willing to go to Antarctica with me right now?"
Oh, that?
Yeah,
I've seen that before.
Yeah, but it's like they're like the OGs of it.
Oh, the name makes sense now. Yes.
Yeah, so
Theory.
these group of friends, like they started from nothing. I mean, one of them was like basically like they had to travel to a bunch of countries with like no money. They were just hoping for sponsorship and stuff, and they're all from different countries. The 4 guys, and they happened to just meet online, I think. And one's like Egyptian, and a lot of them, or one of the members, couldn't see his family after he left Egypt because he had to go to the military. It's like Korea, so he like had to like work his ass off for Yes Theory, and then he finally got to see his parents again and stuff. I know it's nuts, but just like the theory of Yes or Yes Theory.
Yeah, like they basically like just lean into opening themselves up to more experiences just by saying yes and like allowing themselves to be vulnerable to like the kindness and like of people. And
It is fire.
You would be. Really
And their slogan is seek discomfort as well. So,
Yeah, that's what that's what I was thinking of.
yeah.
Damn, dude.
You guys should definitely watch them. I mean, like their channel, I would definitely like plug. They're
That's
fucking dope.
Yeah, but like that's. I mean, okay. Let's just going straight from there to something I admire about y'all too, especially is y'all like to just put your face forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though it goes straight shit, y'all still try it out though.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like that you guys. No, it is true. Especially I was gonna say this about you, but you guys don't seem to have a hard time, like, just saying yes. Like
Second
you guys
check-
don't. Yeah,
second
like
guessing.
second guessing yourself in your head about like, is this the right decision, or like, is this gonna like fail or something? Like you guys don't. You don't get scared sometimes.
The only problem this has ever brought me was like financially. Like,
Spending way too much money.
You don't check the price. All you do is
But
swipe.
I don't like ever regret if, like if I have $400 in my bank account and the plane ticket's $200 and my hotel is gonna cost $100, I'm still gonna do it. Like
No,
I
I experienced that with you in New York. Cause was that the first time we traveled together when I went to New York?
I think
Well,
so.
This man just does whatever he wants. He doesn't care about what anything like anybody else says, what anybody else's plans are. Like if you wanted to go somewhere or eat something or do something,
Yeah.
you literally were gone. Like and then you'd come back and be like, "Oh, I did this," and I'd be like, "Damn."
I just keep going until they're like, "Excuse me, can you retry your card?" Or
I love that though.
Maybe you should be a member of Yes Theory, though.
Yeah.
We all both should.
Don't leave us, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like
I
you'd
feel
be a
like
good
you
fit.
and
too.
I tend to overthink in our heads a little bit more.
For sure.
Or maybe I'm just talking about
you guys are more logical,
I don't think I'm more
I
logical.
don't know if it's
I
logical.
think
It's just-
punctual.
It's like sometimes when an opportunity presents itself, it's like I can see all points of views about how this could possibly go terribly, but also how it could like be the best experience ever. But then it gets wrapped up in my head until like I'm stuck, you know?
it's
And
it's
sometimes
like
the
we
opportunity
look at the
passes.
cons so much harder than the pros,
Yeah.
and we're more afraid of failure than to actually try.
Yeah.
But something I admire about both of y'all still is like,
Yeah.
despite like this overthinking that you guys say that you have, you guys still remain like more optimistic than I do, if anything.
It's interesting when you say that. Like you
Try.
say that you're not that
try.
optimistic, but
Yeah, because as much as I feel like I come off as bubbly sometimes, like I tend to be on the more pessimistic side of things. Whereas like that's why I feel like we balance each other out well. Is like you guys will always remind me of how yeah, everything's gonna be okay, and like how like you guys always pick me up whenever I'm down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is realism and pessimism the same thing though?
What's pessimism?
Being just viewing things very negatively.
yeah.
Oh, ew.
Pessimistic. It's like
It's
it's
a
like you expect the worst to happen.
versus cup half empty.
Yeah, it's obviously half full.
See, you're a very optimistic person.
No, but you're right there too. Yeah. Like I feel like that's why we all get along. Or if anything, that's why I get along with you guys because you guys just pick me up when I'm down.
I don't ever think about like the failures part.
You know what?
Like when I see an opportunity, all I see is like, oh my god, this is such a good idea. I don't ever think about like the downside
no, I
of
love
it.
that. I love that though.
See, that's
I love
where we're
seeing you
different.
live like
The
that,
first
yeah.
thing I'm thinking is, I
How
wonder how this
this
could
will
fuck
go.
me up.
Yeah.
I wonder what negative situations I could create by me doing this. Stuff like that. That's immediately the first things that go in my head.
It's like preparing yourself for disappointment because you don't want to be too disappointed after the fact if the worst were to happen, you know.
But you know
you're
the
just like fuck it.
Funny thing is, you said you think like, oh, how can this fuck me up? Like that's a bad thing for you. I think that all the time, but it's a good thing. I'm like, yo, what is that? Can I drink that? How can this fuck me up? Yo, life's great. But
Talking about fucked up. Hey man, you drank a lot the other day. I'm proud of you.
oh, I threw up. Yeah.
Yeah, I admire your alcohol
I
tolerance.
admire that.
Yeah, I would put a picture right here of what I look like, but I think we'll
No,
get...
no,
And
we're
you
not
live
gonna
with
put a
no
picture.
regrets. I 100% am sure that you would do it again. Like
yeah,
tonight.
100%. Yo, okay, fuck it. Here's the picture, but I'll put an emoji.
Huh?
I'll put an emoji on my... I'll just put an emoji. Here's the picture.
And matter of fact, he's about to do it again tonight.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, life's short.
I haven't seen you drink that much in a while though.
Yeah.
Were you okay, or were you just like?
I think
no,
it's-
we were just like okay. So me and a couple of my friends moved in together.
Hell yeah.
Taman came through. He was just supposed to like. He said he was just gonna stop by, and then we ended up all drinking like crazy. And you know, my girlfriend likes vodka. Oh, so the
Love her,
vodka
though.
shit fest started to go through.
Oh, the bottles were flowing.
Y'all upgraded
Yeah.
from soju to.
We drank 2 big
vodka?
bottles of those Grey Goose
Oh
things.
hell. No.
Yeah, and then like all like I mean I'm not drinking because I don't really drink like that, but then I just hear guys going, "One more, I can do this. One more," and then when my girlfriend pours, I don't know why she's trying to like fucking intoxicate or fuck people over.
She's trying to
You know
drown us
that
with
red
alcohol.
Solo cup? She fills it up halfway.
Did you chug that? No way.
I didn't eat anything that day either.
Hey,
That's
man.
probably why.
No, that's why I
Dude.
think I did get fucked.
Did
How'd you
blacked
throw up
out?
so much then?
I don't know.
This man woke up naked.
Yeah.
Naked.
But I mean, I wasn't like sad about it.
You were scaring me though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time HP has. He's seen me drunk a lot.
Yeah, I've seen
And
you drunk a lot.
This is HP's first time seeing me this drunk.
I've never seen you this fucked up in my life, and I've known you for quite a bit and drank with you quite a bit. So I was like, whoa.
You would do it again. I love that.
No, because it was to a point where like, I mean, we put him into like the bed, right?
You stripped him of his clothes and put him.
We
No,
did.
actually,
I know.
yeah.
I
No,
woke
like, actually.
up. I woke up, not even kidding, bare ass naked.
No, I know. The next
to
morning,
Will.
you put in the group chat and you were like, guys, why am I naked? And I was like, what? I like read it at work. And I was like, what?
No, but the crazy thing is like when we try to strip your clothes off and put like new clothes on you, you pull the shorts up.
Yeah.
And you stick your both legs through the same like short hole.
Yeah.
So
No.
like it was like you're wearing a little mini like cut off dress.
It was funny because right before that, Tony was like, or the guy that owns that room was like, "Oh, don't worry, you'll fit these pants, Sam. Just put it in, just put it through the hole," and you just literally put it through one hole.
Yeah, but some people would be sad about that. But I'm happy I'm skinny enough to do that. I lost a bunch of weight.
Mr. Positivity over here.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was epic. I was really scared because you were like half awake, half asleep. You just hear, and then like
I was
he was
having the
up
wor-
and staring at the wall like this.
I
then-
had the worst spins, and apparently in the middle of the night, they just hear a thud, and then I'm on the floor.
Yeah, that was scary. So
was
like,
true.
You fell?
Huh? I guess. I don't
yeah,
remember.
like Tony's bed is like this high, right?
Yeah.
And I just hear a thud, and I was like,
You
well,
rolled
what
up.
could that possibly be? You know, like when like Family Guy, when like Peter is on the road like dead.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like Taman. Taman was dead on the floor.
Look at
like-
him. He looks so happy.
the funniest part to me was it was our friend's room, right? Taman's fucked up, and then he's standing up at one point. He's looking at me, but he's smiling. He's like, yeah. And then he looks at me, goes, and he just spits on the floor. And I was like, "Did you just
the
spit on?" He's
room?
like, "Yeah."
I was challenging him
Damon,
to a
do you
duel.
remember any of this? Did you black
Um,
out?
I remember the one part I remember was I was in the room by myself and the lights were off and I was curled up in the ball throwing up on the side.
And suddenly you're naked on the ground.
And then Helman proceeded to go in the room, take off his necktie, and start beating him with the metal bar. And then Helen came and pushed him off the little thing and almost threw a rock at him, but she ran away instead.
And then I tried to deploy my parachute, but didn't work.
Damn, I've seen all of you guys super fucked up now that I think about it. That was the most I've ever seen you fucked up.
Yeah, it won't happen again. Well, will it? Ding.
That guy drank half a bottle of Hennessy before, and
That's
I saw him
disgusting.
like fucking
It was warm Hennessy.
yeah, it was like warm Hennessy.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh wait, no. Ew.
She
really
was
bad.
passed out in the bathroom by herself.
So many times.
She tries to swim in the toilet.
One time we tried to carry her,
Yeah.
and then we accidentally.
Dude.
Okay,
one time I got so effed up in the bathroom that I was like, I think I remember telling whoever I was like, get Phil and HB. And then y'all came and tried to move me and y'all dropped me on my head.
It wasn't my fault.
Who was holding the head?
It wasn't my fault.
So you were holding the head, so it was your fault.
Oh, I lost grip. Okay.
And I dipped
so-
my hands in the toilet.
If I lost grip, I would have caught her by her hair.
Okay, to be fair though, like if you're like on the floor and we're trying to help you, you gotta like put some kind of weight back to like support, you know?
Just
Dead
like-
body weight
She was
is
dead body weight.
It's crazy heavy.
And
well, Helen's not heavy, but
Yeah, she was like a whole like 40 pounds heavy.
yeah, like that's heavy.
it's pretty heavy.
So like
thanks,
I
guys,
kind of
for
dropped her on
helping.
accident. And she had enough strength to be like, ow. So like, yeah, she had strength. So that's not my fault completely, you know?
No, but to be fair too, when we found you, you were already swimming in the toilet. You were like, blah, 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 blah,
shit.
blah.
Wait,
Oh,
so
my
like
bad.
her face and her hands were all
No,
in the
just
toilet?
that was you, not her.
I was in the toilet?
Yeah.
She
Nice.
she was in the toilet looking for Nemo and shit, like 42 wallaby way.
And then Nemo pops from the background. Hey!
Did I also slam your face on the?
You slammed
Yeah,
my
I did do
face
that.
on
My
the
bad, my
on the
bad.
stair pole. or
Yeah,
the
I did do that.
staircase.
Yeah.
Wait, have you ever? I don't think I've ever seen you that fucked.
I got
drunk,
really
though.
fucked up one time in college, and it was
Dang.
my birthday. I never did it again.
Dang.
I-
Well, your birthday's coming up soon, so.
No, we're not doing that
Oh,
again.
Birthday boys.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys,
You
shout out
know-
to Phil and Hyunbin, whose birthdays might already be passed by the time this episode
No, it
comes
definitely
out. But
is.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
to our old ass
Woo!
mofos.
You're older than us.
You know what I love about this podcast?
What?
Let me tell you. I was gonna tell you. Like anything that's been like bad or like something crazy's been happening now. I don't really think of it like badly. I'm like, shit. In a couple weeks, I'm gonna be
time.
laughing about this on the podcast when I share it.
It's good content.
Yeah, I know that's literally life hack.
Honestly.
Like pretend you have like a YouTube channel or like a podcast, and if something fucked up happens or something like traumatic, traumatic's a little hard, but if something like fucked up happens or something like, let's say like you popped a tire on the highway and you spun out. Imagine be like, hey, yo, this is good content. I'm gonna save this for later. I'm gonna be laughing about this. Right now it hurts, but like later it's gonna be all good.
Just imagine your life's a movie.
Yeah,
And everything
exactly.
bad that happens
Yeah, that's why I
is
stopped
just
watching
another
movies when my life
character
became one.
Oh,
Oh, dude. Speaking of like events coming up, then we have we're going to what,
Barbenheimer?
Izu? Huh?
oh, we're going to.
What did you say?
Hey, the
Barbenheimer?
Levity Podcast is coming to New York.
I think
Yeah.
when like the first weekend of September,
Yep.
yeah, we'll all be there, and so maybe new content or maybe with some
Who knows?
interesting
We'll see what we
guests.
can
Yeah,
do
we'll
there.
see what happens. But
Yeah.
We have
We're
special
excited.
guests lined up for that podcast.
Yeah.
we're excited to share
Yeah.
stories.
You know, I do want to ask, what makes
Helen's head
ravings-
so sturdy. Oh no, sorry.
Now I'm
Like
starting
my
to
head, what?
think that number one is true.
Dude, my head's not that big.
It's sturdy though.
Oh, thanks.
What makes raving so popular amongst Asians, especially?
Drugs.
One of two
You
things.
think so? You think it's just
I mean,
that?
the drugs definitely help because have you ever met somebody who's like, at least in our friend group or anybody that you've met at a rave that like went sober,
Me?
Yeah, him.
but you weren't sober?
Yeah, I was. A lot of them I was.
Okay, you know what I think it is? If there's any kind of event for Asian people to have a gathering and drink,
That's true.
they're gonna be there.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is true. Also, I think music festivals and stuff or raves, like, you're having like an interactive concert, not like interactive, but like you're not sitting in a chair all day, you know?
Yeah.
Like you get to have fun and like
Well-
music brings people together.
But like, okay, like for
Drugs make
example,
you
when I
happy?
first listened to like rave music, EDM music, right? I was like, why the fuck do people listen to this? It's like boo, boo, ba, boo, and then you just bang your head and everyone's naked.
And everyone's naked?
Yeah, everyone's like half naked all the time.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is like maybe like for Asians specifically, like we have like very strict parents and like a strict upbringing, so we always like go 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 go. So it's our only chance to like finally let loose or whatever whatnot.
I think that's why I got sick of raving so easily.
Letting loose.
Huh?
What?
Because my parents like kind of
Forcing you to rave?
no.
Rave
You
harder.
have to go to Izu.
Huh?
Oh, no.
Oh, I mean, like I didn't have as strict Asian parents as a lot of Asian kids did. So I mean, I just kind of let loose from 14 to 18.
So you were like, this is not even a big deal.
And then by now, like right now, standing for that long gets me tired. That I promise you, that's like one of the main reasons I don't like going to festivals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, even at North Coast, the last night I was in the stands, just sitting.
Yeah, I remember.
It's just an experience.
Yeah.
Music festivals and raving and stuff. You get to be with your homies, listen to music that sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. But either way, everyone's like tired, you know? Like, yeah.
Whoa, what are you doing?
What's this? Damn, my wrist just cracked now.
Did you just ask me what this is?
Yeah. What's this?
Okay, so there's two things you need to keep remembering. Okay, but I think I don't know. I feel like hey, before we wrap this up, let's kind of go back to the beginning of like.
I want to talk about what we learned.
Exactly what we learned.
Oh,
okay.
about each other?
I will go first. I didn't know HB went to Korea for high school.
Okay, we can't say.
Boom, roasted. Helen. Got
him.
I didn't know you were such an aggressive person, but I know you got that fire in your heart now. Boom, roasted. Phil, I don't know. I already
know
knew
you
number
like-
one was the truth.
I didn't know you like fish that much.
Yeah. Boom, roasted.
I mean, my friend's name is Nemo.
Oh.
That is
He
true.
loves fish.
Okay. I didn't know Phil had such a traumatic childhood.
Huh?
Is that what you learned?
That's what you learned? Phil had traumatic childhood.
Traumatic childhood. Boom, roasted.
Instead of, well, we can talk about what we learned, but for my turn, can I just say what I admire about each person?
Well, that just
Based
makes
off
me
of-
look like shit.
No, based off of what I
Roasted.
learned. Yeah, you. Okay.
Can you stop giving free content, please?
I'm sorry, dude. It's a squirt. Okay, it's a squirt. You can't. Phil,
I love you.
I do, man. I love all my friends. I love all my homies. No, but I think you're one of the most like open people. Maybe it's because you said you did travel a lot and stuff like that. But your vibe has always been very like accepting. Like if you were to like meet somebody of any kind of different background or something, you would take them as they are and not like like judge them or anything. Taman, I admire the fact that you literally say yes to everything, and I wish I could be like that. I wish I could have that trait that you have.
Yes.
And just say fuck it. And then Hyunbin, I love that you're moralistically aligned. I love that you always strive to be a better person because of certain things that happened, in your past. Boom. I didn't
Wow.
roast anybody, but that's what I learned about y'all today, and that's what I admire. So
Yeah, something I learned today is Hembin has morals.
That's right.
roasted.
That's right.
what did y'all learn?
You wanna go, and then I
Are
go.
we admiring everyone right now?
Yeah.
What's just what you
Well,
learned?
what you learned
or-
about us,
yeah,
though.
Oh
your point,
shit!
your
What I
take
learned,
on-
and
Yeah, they shared. Now it's our turn.
so what I admire about you guys,
Fuck.
Everyone,
He doesn't admire shit.
everyone's doing the admiring thing.
yeah,
Fuck.
let me talk about what I love about you guys. Something I love about Taman, it's always open-minded to things, trying his best to push forward and be as successful as possible. That's something I love about him.
Sorry.
Taman doesn't know how to accept that comment.
Yeah,
Take it back.
I was about to say, why did you just get mad?
He's a very hardworking individual that's not afraid to do stuff. That's what I love about him.
Thanks.
'Cause that's also how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At a
Because
pool.
you were very, very like open to have a conversation. And you're
Yeah.
very open to show that.
I opened my mind. He opened his legs.
That's exactly what happened with one margarita.
One margarita. What was it?
Oh, that's what you're saying. I was like, I'm pretty sure we had like vodka in that.
Give him some head.
Phil, one thing I admire about you, or love about you, that's a great question.
There's so many.
You're very smart, but you're super
dumb.
analytical, and you're able to break things down and understand how to find the best opportunity as good as possible. And that's something I always appreciate about you. And you also do your best to get things done. And I think that's something that's really amazing that you do. Helen, what is a good thing about you?
So I follow directions.
No, you exceed in stuff.
Oh,
And I think that's something that's difficult to do.
thanks, man.
Yeah. Because you can't, if you just follow directions, that's one thing. But if you do it and then, I don't know.
I think he's very adaptive.
That's huge. Yeah, I agree with that.
He could be a follower when someone needs him to be, but he can also lead when someone needs to be.
Yeah, completely.
Very adaptive.
Helen, what are you good at? I'm just kidding. I think you're very approachable, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't know about you. And something not just approachable, but openness to communicate with people. Because a lot of people will talk to you and think that they can't have relationships with you, but you actually show that you want to really care about people. And show that kindness that you talked about earlier. Show that you can really be there as a friend and as a like good human as well. And I think a lot of people don't know that characteristic about you very well as well. You know? So that's something I really cherish about you as well. Yeah. Y'all are great. That's why we have the Levity Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
So Taman, I feel like I really like how lighthearted you are. I feel like you really embody the word levity really well. And also, I feel like you're like smarter and talented, like more talented than you give yourself credit for. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hyunbin, I like as I said before, I really admire your optimism and like how you have this ability to draw people in towards you and be able to give people the benefit of the doubt. Because I feel like for me, like even though I'm super bubbly and with people like that, like I get annoyed very fast too. Whereas like for you, you can oversee that and like see the good in people.
Try my best.
Yeah. And
No, that one's on God.
yeah, like his
Yeah.
patience
Yeah,
is insane.
Yeah.
And Helen, you're just funny, dude. You're just a funny person. You know, I was like, like whenever I want like a good laugh, like Helen's always there to, just make me giggle.
I make you giggle.
Helen's
Yeah,
such
dude.
a bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that. You're such a good bro.
I don't like hearing that.
Yeah.
No, it's like you don't get a lot of people that's like relatable. I don't know. I find it hard to have like female relationships, and I think you're one of those people that was like genuine, like relationship where I can feel like wow, like she's a homie.
Yeah, not a lot of people make
Yeah.
me laugh, but you make me laugh, dude.
You're pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. I'll try.
But yeah. All right. Thank you for sitting in and listening to us be vulnerable and
I hope you all learned a little bit more about each of us than what was shown before, I guess.
and if there's anything that you guys want us to share more about ourselves, just let us know in the little comments below.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're the Levity Podcast, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace, y'all.
Yay.
vulnerability. Levity.